Hello, welcome back to another episode of Willow Wonderings. I have sort of a funny topic to talk about today, and I want you to just have this visual. So, I was walking outside last night in the dark with somebody that I didn't know, but one of my friends knew. And we were walking back to our cars after a ballet that I went to. It was pretty far from the building, and the parking lot was over by some dumpsters. So as we're getting closer to the dumpsters and to where our cars were parked, we all of a sudden see something run across the street. And we were both trying to figure out what it was and ended up finding out it was a raccoon. So this raccoon ran across the street and it stopped in the middle. And we were like, don't want any trouble. You can just keep on going. Like, you do you. And so it turned around and looked like it was going to run at us, attack, and it was like, I'm gonna walk this way because I don't want something else to come out of there. I don't want it to think that if it does have family, that I'm trying to go for that family. So I'm gonna walk in the grass, out of my way, around the dumpsters. And this morning I started thinking about that and how what we perceive as threats end up changing our trajectory. I could have gone a shorter way, but I felt like there might be more dangers from walking the shorter direction. I felt like there might be some things that would prevent me from getting to my car, i.e., the raccoons. And so I ended up changing my path and adjusting because I felt like the path that I was on was threatened, which changed my trajectory, but I eventually got to my end goal. Sometimes things come up in our lives that maybe we don't expect, or that feel threatening, or they feel scary. They weren't what we wanted it to be. But we still want to reach that goal. We still want to get to our end destination. So what we do is we get the chance to pivot. We get the chance to change our trajectory to get us to the end goal no matter what. We get the opportunity to shift, to move our focus, to readjust our footsteps. And in the end, we can still reach that goal. We can still keep moving towards the goal. Now, if we had turned around, we started walking back the other way, or we started walking, even if we didn't turn around, we just started walking backwards, we would have never met our goal. We would have never made it to our cars. When we start taking steps back in our life and we start moving back towards where we came from instead of pitching forward to where we want to be, we can't reach our goals that way. That's not a pivot that will help us reach that goal. So what we need to do is take maybe a 30 degree, maybe a 15 degree, who knows, but you just shift just a little bit, keep moving forward. There's no need to go back. There's no need to turn 180. There's no need to turn on your heel. You just pivot a little and then you keep moving forward. You figure out the next step. Because if that's something that you really want, something that you really want to meet and get to, then you figure it out. You figure it out. And that's the beauty of when we determine that we can be unstoppable, that we can meet whatever goal comes at us, that we can do this thing called life. There's no need to look back. The things in the past are what made us be who we are in this point. But we can't focus on those things. It's focusing towards the future, focusing towards the things that are ahead and not behind. When you run, you can't look behind because you won't see what's in front of you. You'll trip, you'll fall, you'll stumble. But when your eyes are focused forward and you can see the goal, you feel the momentum, you have the power to reach that goal. You have the power to break the tape at the end of the line and then create a new goal. Figure out what your next step is. Delight in the things that you were able to create, that celebrate in the things that you were able to win. Each step forward is a win. Each step forward is a ticket to the life that you want. What are you creating? What are you building? What do you want for yourself? Dream under the willow tree. Dream under the willow tree. The sky is the limit, and that's limitless.